Hello, my super beautiful, lovely, gorgeous souls. Welcome to my channel, Rainbow Moon. Today we're working on Sagittarius and Aquarius in a twin flame separation. So these are now genderless, guys. However, the energies resonate with you is perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine if it resonates in reverse. Whatever resonates, whatever you feel is right, keep. Whatever doesn't, just don't worry about it. Don't even pay it another thought. So we're going to get right into this. And this could be for sort of some energies leading up to separation, maybe where you're at now, what you're thinking, feeling, maybe things that need to be worked on, things that need to be discussed or brought to your attention. Okay, so if you want to hear those messages and more, stay tuned and let's get into this. We're going to talk about Sagittarius energy first. Okay, so we're getting the Sun and we're getting and the Five of Wands. So I feel like in the past, they were in a little bit of an immature energy. I feel like very competitive spirit in nature. I feel like they will not back down. So here in this union, I feel like Sagittarius has this new energy, and they're just trying to figure out how to use it and how to, go with it. I feel like in the past between Sagittarius and Aquarius, there was not a lot of seeing eye to eye in this union. I feel like Sagittarius sort of left off feeling defensive and feeling like very conflicted and upset because there was no balance, and upset because there was no sort of resolution or no resolve. And it sort of left them like that. I feel like they do know how to make themselves happy, but there is an air to this about newness. So it could be that they want new experiences, new situations away from twin flame, or it could be that they're fighting to make themselves better, trying really, really hard to try to figure out if they're going to attack this again. They're going to go back to this again. So yeah, in separation, they're sort of working on some inner conflicts too, I feel. And I feel like, almost I don't know if they are deciding that they want to go to school, or they want to learn more, or they want to get away for a little while, travel and learn while they're traveling. I have a feeling there's something there though about wanting to grow, and it could be career wise, but it mostly here, right here in the now, in the twin flame energy, it's more about growing past conflict. I feel like that's a little bit of an issue. I feel like at times it could really make them unhappy, or it can interrupt their happiness, and they don't want to back down. They just don't want to back down when it comes to whatever it is they're feeling here. Let's get some cards out on Aquarius, because then this can paint a bigger picture here. Aquarius. Okay, so we're getting the World, Chariot, and the Eight of Pentacles. So Aquarius is working on themselves too. I think this whole period of separation is about self-work, specifically building yourselves up and out and embracing change and learning from change and learning how to sort of be your own rock, how you need to be for your own self, and be comfortable being alone and working on yourselves. I feel like that's part of this here. And so with that World energy, I feel like Aquarius is definitely reflecting back on Sagittarius. They're definitely thinking about this. I feel like everything they do, they're trying to do to perfect themselves for Aquarius. I don't know if in the past everything that they did wasn't good enough for Sagittarius. It could be that they felt like they had to really rise to the occasion. They had to be this perfect star person to them, and a lot of attraction, I feel like here. Aquarius definitely is a lot more outward with the way they feel. I feel like Sagittarius struggles a little bit with the inward part. But yeah, I feel like Aquarius, you're definitely on the right path. To me, this is you're becoming enlightened, wanting to do more work on yourself, wanting to study and learn more about a spiritual journey and your spiritual gifts. I feel like it's a slow but sure kind of thing with you. And then I feel like you may be wanting contact with Sagittarius. I feel like Aquarius is a little more in the chaser mode, and I feel like they will be looking for some type of communication. If not already, they will be looking for some type of communication between them sort of like they want a reuniting. They're really dreaming about this. They're wishing for this. They're hoping for it. They really hope that what they're coming with to you, Sagittarius, is going to be enough, and that it's going to be what you want and not just what you want to hear. They're not going to just tell you what you want to hear. I feel like you're just conflicted with everything, Sagittarius. Everything is conflicted. So yeah, with that Eight of Pentacles, to me, that's like a learning, wanting to learn, better yourself, do some type of school or learning or work and earn type thing, or just working on yourself strategically, like not giving up. I feel like this means that Aquarius is becoming more accomplished in life with lessons and just part of their journey. And a lot more balanced of an energy. I feel like Sagittarius is just sort of confused. I feel like they didn't know what to do with this union. They didn't know what to do with it, so they fought it. They didn't know, like, it's like you're given a gift and you're given something and you just don't know how to use it. You don't know what to do. There's no directions. There's no instructions. There's no on or off button. And they're kind of like, what is this? what is this? Like, it felt so new to them, like nothing they'd ever felt before. And I feel like it really shook them up, and that's part of it. They got defensive and they wanted to fight it. But Aquarius was more accepting and more loving and more in it, and still is. They were more enlightened and awakened, or it brought forth an awakening. So yeah, this is like spinning around, ups and downs. I feel like this is Aquarius sort of wanting to come back. I feel like this is something that may repeat a few times. I feel like there's definitely lessons to learn here, and there's yin and yang energy, like dark and light, wrong and right. There has to be like a balance of that. I feel like it's not, and it was a problem for these two. I feel like there was a lot of emphasis on the future from Aquarius, and Sagittarius was like completely kind of clueless to it because they weren't aware that this was like twin flame. But yeah, sometimes too I see a turn for the better with this. So, you know, it could be that Aquarius, you open up and come back to Sagittarius, or you're reaching out, or you're, you know, trying to contact them, and then it comes back to you in a more positive way. It could be more like a positive answer and more like you sort of you know, getting your turn, if that makes any sense. Like, I feel like you'll get your turn, you'll get your chance. Excuse me, guys, I keep clearing my throat. And yeah, a lot of energy behind this, a lot of energy. There also, to me, is a little bit of a karmic feel. So sometimes we don't always get with our twin flame, and there could be a karmic partner, and it's very, it's hard to sometimes, guys, determine the facts, like soulmates, twin flame, karmic partner. Not that this is, but I feel like there might have been, each of them needed to deal with a karmic partner, or were dealing with a karmic partner when they met. Yeah, this is bothering. I think it's bothering Sagittarius a little bit. They can't believe that they didn't really get an answer, that they kind of feel like they've been shoved aside. They're worried, they're anxious, they're angry, they're aggravated. It could be Aquarius energy too, but I feel like Aquarius is more self-focused at this time, where Sagittarius is more in the conflicted energy. But yeah, it's really like a turmoil to them, like a mental turmoil, like staying up all night, like thinking about it, harboring feelings, like not being able to say what you wanted to say, like no closure, sort of fearing the worst or thinking the worst that's going to be. All those negative, bad emotions that lag someone down and lag you down from opening up to your spiritual journey. They stop you from being able to embrace the beauty in life and changes and elevation and learning about yourself. So yeah, that's part of this this feeling, this energy here, where it's just kind of like this, I need answers, I can't stay like this. Like, it's like that, you know, you're driving yourself crazy kind of energy. And we're getting the Queen of Cups. So I feel like this has to do with emotions. I feel like if you're both not over that intense emotional part of this, it's not going to work, because it's sort of like you might be taking things to heart too much, and it might make you feel a little bit defensive. Queen of Cups energy to me says there has to be a sensitivity to all of this as well, and a balance between too much emotion and not enough emotion. Okay, so Sagittarius may have shown just more of a fiery, passionate, sort of get up and go energy and a driven energy, where Aquarius was a little more slower and intuitive and more balanced and more willing to listen and learn, and all those energies for like a divine female. I feel like Sagittarius is definitely looking towards another round or another communication here. Okay. I feel like they might reach out. You might reach out one time, Aquarius, and they're not answering. And then they come back to you and you might not answer. That's how it goes sometimes. We go in these cycles. And I do feel like there will be cycles and are cycles already. So it's going to take patience and it's going to take a lot of sort of, learning to temper emotions here. But I do feel like there could be a new offer of love from Sagittarius to Aquarius. Yeah, I feel like Aquarius, they're just holding on very tightly to themselves right now. I also feel like the past needs to sort of be forgotten if it can. Like, even if it's hard, even if it's painful, it's just, I feel like there needs to be some type of a closure thing here about the past with the two of you. I don't know from which side. I feel like it could come from Aquarius a little bit more, but I also feel like holding on to this. I feel like you both are holding on to this in different ways and for different reasons, but there is a message of self-work here. There is a message of working out inner conflicts and outer conflicts. There is a message here about holding on too tightly sometimes to something and wanting it to change to suit us. So yeah, I think the energies for both. I want to do energy of emotions. I want to pull in some of that now. What is the energy that Sagittarius is carrying? What is the energy? They're carrying a fear energy. So, it could be that that's why the defensiveness is coming in, because sometimes we defend ourselves when we don't want to seem vulnerable. So there could be some vulnerability issues here with Sagittarius where they fear that vulnerability, sorry guys, is a weakness, when in fact, an awakened divine masculine will not be afraid of that. They'll embrace their vulnerability because they know inside they're strong. So this could be about getting stronger, growing, needing to find courage to deal with the things that may have caused this separation, or some things in their past that just mess up stuff for them in life, or sort of make them work hard for nothing. I feel like there's a lot of energy here with pushing through and figuring out what those fears are, and fear of what you're afraid to face. Is it commitment? Is it abandonment? There's things there that there are fear energy. Let's see what Aquarius energy is. Let's see what their energy is. Theirs is anxiety. So in the past, it could have been that, this relationship, this union made them anxious. It could be that they are just an anxious person and they need to work on that. I feel like with these cards, it says to me a little bit more of a calm and centering. I feel like they might be anxious over the whole getting back together or talking to them again, or they could be operating under anxiety, worried. They could be like, if I don't do this now, I'll never be able to do it and they'll never talk to me. If I wait too long, what'll happen? If I wait this amount of time, it'll be better. Like they're doing a lot of this sort of worry talk and worry about everything in their life. I feel like they are a natural worrier as it is, but they worry about their money, their stability. They worry about the partner they're going to be with. They have it all in mind, like how they want their life to look. Okay. And that causes anxiety when they place a lot of emphasis on very specific things that sometimes are not attainable at the moment. Like, in other words, pace yourself with your goals and pace yourself through life. So let's wrap it up with an angel therapy card. So some advice from angels, some advice for things that we can sort of adopt into this. And we're getting release. Work with Archangel Michael to let go of what no longer serves you or your purpose. So there's some energy about release, like needing to let things go from the past, needing to let things surface that might be painful from the past, or childhood painful past things that need to come out, or past relationship hurts that need to come out, and you need to release them and not let them back. Once you say, you can do an affirmation like, I release all things of the past that no longer serve me. Something like that. Your words are powerful. Your words will help you along. And the more you think negatively, the more negative energy you'll send to your twin, and it will also stop them from what they need to do to release and what they need to do to sort of center themselves and ground themselves. So thinking positively and thinking that this is possible, that you can do this, is what Spirit wants you to know. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to check the link in my description box for my private reading info and the Twin Flame Separation Support Group that I've started on Facebook. Love and light to you all. See you in the next reading.